A lot of you are comparing Anthony Joshua to Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson. A lot of you are actually comparing Anthony Joshua to Mike Tyson and, comparing him to all-time greats, whereas a lot of you are calling Anthony Joshua a hype job. And me personally, I believe that the first, statement is absolutely outrageous. I mean, I was watching the Facebook promo thing for Anthony Joshua and his life story and whatnot, and it said at the beginning of it, the second coming of Muhammad Ali, question mark. And at that point, I just literally closed it. I knew it was going to be some ridiculous kind of stuff that I could read somewhere else from a non-biased source. And, Anthony Joshua has nowhere near the charisma of Muhammad Ali had outside of the ring. He doesn't fight like Muhammad Ali. He doesn't look like Muhammad Ali. He's not built like Muhammad Ali. I mean, who even came up with this crap, man? I think it was Matchroom or something who came up with the little promo. And, a lot of people are buying into it, like, oh, Anthony Joshua, mate, oh, it is the new Muhammad Ali. Ooh. And, a lot of British fans out here are, like, buying into this kind of hype around him and believing he is Mike Tyson, he is Muhammad Ali, when he is nothing like the two fighters. But the second thing that a lot of people are saying is that he's a hype job. I disagree with that so far. I don't think he will be proven. Well, I'm back and forth on whether he will be proven as a hype job on a Saturday, but he will look like a hype job if he loses to Vladimir Klitschko. But obviously he hasn't lost yet, so how can you call him a hype job? Hype job, in my opinion, is somebody who had such a hype built around them and then gets knocked out like Jeff Lacey did against, or dominated like Jeff Lacey did against Joe Calzaghe. And so far, Anthony Joshua hasn't had a loss like that, so I think it's unfair to call him a hype job, and it's undermining Anthony Joshua's struggle of his own. I mean, I don't think where he's come from and stuff like that. I don't think he has had the toughest upbringing and whatnot. I think it was just off the rails as a teen, and that feeds on to his kind of hype. I mean, he's not really a slum child or anything. But obviously he had his struggles of his own, his personal battles, getting knocked out in the amateurs, like rebounding from that. I know personally people who have been knocked out in the amateurs. I was never knocked out in the amateurs, but it's hard to rebound from. People start thinking that they're all soft when they get knocked out in the amateurs, and Anthony Joshua's had a couple of those losses, and then you've got the issue of Anthony Joshua starting boxing when he was 18 years old, and that's phenomenally late to start boxing for a world champion under 16 fights and a gold medalist a few years after he started boxing. So he's achieved a lot in these 10 years. How old is he now? 28. Yeah, 10 years of boxing. A lot. I mean, ridiculous amounts. So yeah, the term hype job is undermining all of that. And he has achieved a lot in this career. But I've read something on the Mirror, and I was fucking outraged at this. Right, the Mirror said that he was one of Britain's most accomplished sportsmen already, and at that point, I just lost the ability to read on. I mean, really, Anthony Joshua? I mean, there's so many more athletes, so many more boxers even, who have achieved a lot more in Britain than Anthony Joshua has. I mean, at this stage, he's only had 18 fights. Stop making out as if he's had 74 fights and has won every single one of them. He hasn't, man. So yeah, to a certain degree, his hype is ridiculous. I wouldn't call him a hype job though, and I definitely would not compare him to Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson, but I think he's definitely the future, unless he gets knocked out by Klitschko, and I think Fury beats him as well. But I won't get too much into that at the moment. Like, subscribe and share. Obviously this is a new channel, so let me know what you think of this video of Anthony Joshua and what's going to happen on Saturday. You can watch my other video of Anthony Joshua versus Klitschko and my breakdown of the fight and what I think's going to happen. And yeah, like, subscribe and share. Peace, I'm out.